Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to It Has Tentacles, our Call of Cthulhu 7th edition show, and there we go, cast. Hopefully, guys, say something. Nope, you're not here. I have not unmuted you. Oh? Oh. What the fuck is going on? There we go. There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
So, anyway, because this is the price.
You will say that again, Joakim, so Chuky can hear it.
Oh yeah, we start when you get to the bakery, like both of you.
Yeah, so it's like, anyway, because this is the price. Outside the joint.
Ivy's on the inside, like she's looking at you through the window. If you're right outside, she's just like
what?
She's just like, are you the guys, like, through the window?
Oh, I thought Joakim was gonna say something. Can I see?
Yeah, like
yeah, you'd be able to see her.
Where in the city is this bakery, and what does it look like from the outside?
Yeah, give us a description.
Yeah, Brad, give them a description.
It's like a big window, like maybe one of those, like, I mean, I have no idea what stuff looks like in New York in 1930, so I'm gonna go with like old world general shop with like two windows with like all of the trays that would have like cakes and stuff in the window, and then a door in the middle. Above it, sign that says "Need for Speed." Maybe like the van or something with like a big old van, or like a bun with like wheels on it or something.
Oh god,
a bun is probably the worst definition as well, because everywhere in the world has a different definition of the word bun. So
yeah,
now everyone has their own image.
Make it like a loaf of bread, and then it works.
A loaf of bread with some wheels on it. It's like Need for Speed with like a lightning bolt behind it.
God,
like really modern.
Okay, so
day,
that changes my reaction a bit.
So aside from being like, I was already like, ugh, if fun enough, like, apart from being tacky as fuck, is it like really nice, or is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like a nice place.
To be fair, the reason it's called Need for Speed is because someone in chat named it, and we were like, yeah. So, like, for some reason, like otherworldly reason, it is called Need for Speed.
Yeah.
When normally it would be called like Greenwald's Bakery.
Yeah, exactly.
A homely, warm, wonderful looking, well-made shop.
But you're well off as a. Well, you appear to at least be
It
well
seems
off.
that way, yeah.
It's a good bakery, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a shithole.
Yeah.
So as we kind of turn up, I'll look up at the sign and kind of give George a look like, really? That's the pun they went for. Okay. Fine, whatever.
I've seen better.
Opening the door, like the closed sign is on, but Ivy can see you guys through the window if you're right outside, like staring out.
Yeah.
She opens the door and she's like, "Are you George and Henry?"
I nod my head.
Yeah, I correct her and go no, other way around. But yeah, that's nice.
I just started walking in.
Okay, well,
Oh, okay.
Come in. I guess she says as you like push past her.
Excuse this, and I walk in past it.
I'll just take a seat right here, and I'll go and get Randall.
I'll take the seat, rotate it around, and kind of sit with my ass and went to like the back of it in front of me.
Oh, you're so cliche.
I know.
So
That was in character, by the way.
Are they sitting in the front of the shop?
Yeah, basically, like I didn't want to take them like inside, so they're like sitting in the front of the shop, and I'm like going up to get you from the apartment upstairs.
so what does Henry look like? We haven't gotten a description of Henry.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We did not get a description of Henry. He is really kind of like, he's kind of weaselly. Like he's not an attractive guy in it by any means. Like he's there's a reason he's on the other side of the camera. He's very small and scrawny, and he's very quick, but he's never been like an attractive guy. And it's like the kid with the camera in not Beautiful Mind, American Beauty.
Yeah, that kid. Yeah,
that kid. It's like that kid, but with an old camera.
Yeah, the one that watches the bag float around for
exactly.
far too
But
long.
I like watching dead things instead.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like that. He's kind of average in terms of like, there's nothing like really stands out about him, but he's just not like particularly attractive in any way.
Fair enough.
So yeah, if well, George goes in and spins his chair, sits down, and I kind of give him a glance and go, really, you're just as cliche as I expect you to be. And I start just kind of I take the camera and start just looking through the viewfinder and just trying to see if there's anything interesting in the area, if there's anything going on, anything worth taking a picture of while I'm here.
Brad, sorry, Greenwalds, do you actually know how George looks like? Or do you want me to give a fast description?
Let's just do a round of character descriptions.
Well. Yeah. So George is a pretty tall guy. He always wears this bright brown trench coat. He has a long black ponytail kind of in the back. And besides that, he's a pretty regular guy. He has a very common face, like a very easy to remember face. But he really stands out because he always, behind him, there's this big leather case that he has behind him. It's too small for a guitar and too big, too long for a violin.
It's a gun. It's a gun, isn't it?
The mystery is solved. We've always wondered.
You don't have it in the open now? Like, you're
No, I don't have it in the open, no.
Also, it is incredibly well oiled.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what you see if you let us be there too much without you guys coming back, you will see me taking out the gun and starting to oiling it. It's like shiny.
It
you could
takes me like
eat
2
out of
minutes
it.
to run up the stairs. So
Too much.
2 minutes is too long for
Yeah.
you to not have a gun in your hand. Then
It's not about having the gun in his hand. It's just about oiling it, and he can get it
About
done.
oiling the gun.
He can get it done in 2 minutes. I've seen it happen.
Yep. Oils come out,
My character looks
rubbing
like
real
the guy
fast.
from Full Metal.
Yeah.
We established that. I'm
Yeah.
just the big dude from Full Metal that is always with the dreadlocked teacher, sensei woman.
You're probably like
yeah,
10 times my size.
I don't actually.
Yeah,
have,
really big.
I actually don't have a super clear idea of what Ivy even looks like in my head right
I think
now.
you're like not too dissimilar to me, right?
No.
But you're just like a more feminine version.
Of a tank.
She's still pretty big. Like
Yeah, like you rolled
know-
like fairly big. Like what was your size?
75, same as you.
75, yeah. So same.
So just no, I don't want to insult Ivy, but the idea that pops into my head is Major Armstrong, a more feminine version of Major Armstrong, and you guys as a twins having those like fist offs, like they
Yeah, not
they had.
quite. Not
Well, we're not like particularly muscular. Like I know my character is muscular, but it's also under like a layer of I've lived in a bakery.
Yeah.
So like it is just that big dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I have a bit of a belly maybe, but it's like there is strength there because he's strong as well. But like I don't know, did we roll like attractiveness? Was that a thing we did?
There is looks,
appearance.
yeah.
There's an appearance.
Appearance.
There's an actual appearance skill.
Oh yeah, 65 is mine. What is that? Is that of 100?
That's above average.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're not particularly unattractive, but they're like big.
I think Ivy just sort of has like more of a presence. You know, there's like presence rather than like complete bulk.
Yeah.
I imagine you like, you know, the mum in the Turn Down for What video when they crashed through the video, the one whose boobs go crazy. I imagine you like that with less boob.
Like more like Ronda Rousey big than.
Oh, okay.
I guess right. Like
Ripped and strong, rather than being giant.
wait, are you strong as well?
No, 35.
Oh, so you're not.
Okay,
strong.
so you're super weak, but you're very imposing.
She's just got a presence.
You can just
Female-
be
Must be
lanky.
tall, like.
Yeah, you can just be lanky. Like if you're meant to
Female version of the Full Metal guy.
Pretty much.
Let's
but
just
he's
go with that.
ripped though. Like he's
Yeah.
a strong dude.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
is.
also
You're,
not
you're,
like-
pro- actually, you know what? You're probably more likely to be like, is it Izumi? I can't remember. Izumi and Sig, I think it is.
Yeah, because she's not. Well, she is strong, but she always kind of.
She doesn't look strong.
Yeah, she doesn't
Like,
look
does-
strong.
She's kind of small, but she has a presence in a room. Like people are scared shitless of her.
You could literally
Cool.
be Izumi. Yeah, I think Izumi.
Let's do that. All right, moving
Easy.
on.
Go with that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to be attractive. It's just I was trying to find some middle of the road attractiveness because we got a 65.
Yeah,
I'm happy
Okay.
to play like a appearance of 5 character,
I'm sitting at 30.
like the guy from 300, like the Leonite.
Yeah.
Like I'll play that, but It's
Anyway.
a 65.
No. I should
We
be
have
the
to
one.
find somewhere between size. and
I should
age.
be the one playing that because I have an appearance of 35.
Oh, 30.
Wow.
So,
I did it.
Oh,
30 wins.
Nice. So I go and get Randall and I bring him down.
Yeah, I come down. Just I look moody as shit.
Yeah, it's just like so they're here.
Yeah, I like shake your hands, both of you, and introduce myself.
Yeah.
I look really awkward when you reach out because I'm not used to going to shake people's hands, but I kind of like slowly go back to it after.
It's like
It's like a cold, like very, very dead face, just shaking your hand as if.
Ivy gives Randall a look like maybe this wasn't a good idea. Like looking at the.
I'm just like, yeah, like, but we knew they weren't private investigators or whatever.
Yeah.
I give you that
it's
kind
just
of
that look where it's just like.
These two guys just-
Basically, the line that you guys got when maybe, like, if you were introduced to me, for example, would be George is the guy who does what private investigators are afraid to do to get a job done.
Yeah.
When they share that look, is it obvious enough that I can go like, "Hey, what was that?" Or is it like a really?
It's like they're twins, they're siblings. You know, it's one of those things where it's like.
One of those
And
sibling
then
things,
it's
yeah.
over. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
I'll,
just a commentary thing.
Does psychology?
I'll
let me
offer you
catch
both drinks and cakes as well if you want.
If you really want, you can roll psychology.
If you want to roll
here.
psychology, then sure.
I'm curious if I can actually catch the glance.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I'm too busy going, wow, look at all the food.
And Randall brings you.
I did. Oh. I freaking caught that.
See,
Look.
now there's 3 numbers on there, right? Sorry, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, no, that's fair.
session at least where there's like. So what's
So
the 3 numbers?
The value, there's a thing called hard success and extreme success, which is like if something's really hard to do, like say like there you were like we shared a quick glance. I was like I want to see if I can get it. That's just the first value. That's just a normal roll. If it was like I want to try and catch it in the mirror and also see his like the look they gave each other, that would be extreme. And the numbers are standard, half, and a fifth of your value.
Alright, okay.
And then the ones at the bottom are just your rolls, and if you have advantage dice, you get extra. So if it was like I was aiming down the scope of my gun when I did it, they might be like, okay, you get an extra, you get to use your second roll. So that 7 for me would have counted.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
that's
there's
cool.
like disadvantages conditions, you get penalty die and you use the worst outcome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
I'll pick it up, but every now and then I'm gonna be like,
No
what is
problem.
this?
So Ivy sits down at the table with the two of them and says, business, right? So we're
Can we
looking-
see? Are you guys still like super shaken up from before? Or have you calmed down now?
Well, it's been a couple of hours, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm like moody from it, but like not so moody that.
Okay, so why have you called us here?
I was just gonna say, we're looking for someone who we've heard of, but we've never met, and we have a name, but we don't have anything else.
A name is a start.
I kind of lean in like super interested, like, wow, this sounds great.
So the name we have is Herman Adler.
I write it down, like in a small notebook.
It might have something to do with the disappearance of our mother, maybe a few years ago.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Wait,
Tell me about-
It's an outgame thing. You guys called me because you remember me from that. Like, you called my dad from that scene.
Yeah.
Did you explain that that's where I knew you from, or would I remember, or?
On the phone, I
Well,
guess we would have been like,
yeah, we would have said
got your
something.
number
Okay, that's fine.
from before.
So,
but we can
from-
explain it to George.
From the beginning, tell me what happened with your mother. You don't need to actually tell me in character if you don't want to. You can just skip over it because I know the story that we just did like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're like for chat's sake as well, like essentially 14 years ago, our mother just disappeared mysteriously, went to bed one night, woke up, she was gone, kind of thing. That like there was
Now-
no like 4th entry, no like particularly weird stuff going on. She
Joakim-
just, as if she'd gone.
Yep.
I rolled at 19. Do I still catch that a little bit chicken?
If you knew them, you would have, but you don't like.
I don't.
know.
Okay.
You don't really
So-
know
This
how
might
they
just be
usually
them
are.
on a regular day.
Do you guys
Yeah.
tell me anything about the dreams or anything like that in your story about your mother? Like we've been having dreams, or that's how we know the name. And
But yeah, I
I
was gonna.
think we would.
Ivy's sort of gonna look to Randall to see if that's something that they should be talking about.
They're just gonna think we're crazy. So like,
Yeah, it's true.
We wouldn't. I don't think we.
Well,
We wouldn't
direct-
open up with like, we had a dream where we got this name. Go and find this person. Because
My
Yeah.
direct question
Like,
would be where do you hear the
like
name?
non-metagamey, but George, that would be George's next question. Where do you have this name
Yeah,
from?
exactly.
Like, where do you know it? Like, is there a PI that you investigated this before? Was there an informant? Was there no threat?
Ivy's gonna look really hesitant, like,
This is not gonna work if you hide stuff from us. We're not the police. Whatever you tell us here, we're your employees. If you hire us, we'll get the job done. But we can't do it unless you tell us everything.
I feel like we both kind of do exchange some like looks. Like we kind of knew this was going to happen,
yeah.
but we're also now that we're in the moment. It's like this.
Eventually, Ivy's just gonna be
crazy.
like, we dreamed it, but we dreamed it together on the same night and woke up at the same time.
I'll be like, hold on. This, yeah, like
You see, like
you're gonna sound crazy, and this is going to sound crazy.
Just go on past the present, please.
Like we have since she disappeared, we have seen her in places. Like we've seen her in crowds, we've seen her face, we've heard her speak. It's like we just think we can hear her and stuff. And for years, like we've sort of put it just down to just like, oh, I'm associating. Then recently, we started having the same dream on the same night at the same time.
Seriously, the same dream.
And I know like we are twins, and that seems like the type of thing that twins would do, but we've never had any sort of particularly like twinish thing happen, like that you would hear as like a myth or whatever. Then this started happening.
You don't exactly think the same thoughts generally.
Okay, so it's only been sightings and words and dreams. Never escalated to something more.
Well, the thing is, these dreams started happening, and we still didn't 100% like think anything weird of it. Then we had a particularly vivid dream where can we explain like the description of the white guy covered in charcoal?
Yeah.
We
He's not
explained the
literally
dream.
covered in charcoal. He's just colored like.
Yeah, you can sort of tell that he's like blacked up, kind of. Literal black, not racial.
like it was a black guy, but not like a black guy. like a person, and they were black, like black,
they
not
painted
black,
it
like
black.
When
Charcoal
they shared-
black.
When they shared before, like the kind of look of like we're gonna try and hide stuff or whatever, I kind of sat back like, oh, this is gonna be boring again. And as they've gone on, I've got more and more interest.
Like leaning
in the story, just like.
So it's been harsher and harsher. That doesn't sound
that's
good.
where and then I explained the whole, like, that's where we got the name Herman Adler from. So we looked into it a little ourselves, but we don't know what we're doing. So we were like, let's just see if anybody is going to know anything. And apparently you guys are the type of people that can find things, kind of.
Ivy basically finishes the sentence with, I'm sorry we wasted your time. You can leave now if you really want to.
Yeah, like, I guess I'll probably kind of be like, I'll be like a bit like, yeah, I know it sounds so great.
It sounds fucking crazy.
I have a couple of contacts that can help us with this job. Now, the bad thing is that this seems to be getting harsher and harsher on you, so if something else happens, you should tell us.
We didn't say anything about what happened today.
I know.
That's going to be like nail in the coffin for.
But this is like George thinking, like, basically what you guys see is you are like really tight about this, like really, should we tell them this? And George is like dead face serious, so just not really. He's not displaying any type of emotion and just simply speaking as if he's a doctor and you're just presenting a normal illness.
Yeah. Whereas I'm like, holy shit, this is great. Like, when you guys are like, oh, like when you do the whole like, oh, I'm sorry for wasting your time, you can go wherever. I don't say anything for like 30
I feel like we would have disjointedly said it between us all the way through. Like, we're having these dreams, and then we saw this thing, maybe like rushed it out a bit.
And like, as Randall's explaining, Ivy's going, I know it's crazy, you know. Like,
yeah. And I'm doing it when she's explaining the bits. I'll be like, oh yeah, no, it's like, it's just, I know it sounds insane, but it's just, it like, I'll end it on like, I'm big into psychology, right? I understand that this sounds strange, and I've looked up things about association and insert other psychological things that I don't know in the real world to be able to role play with. So like, I'll mention a few things and I'll be like, I've looked into it and I didn't believe anything like weird was happening until we started hearing the name Henry Adler. And
Randall, what if I told you this stuff in this stuff in the city, in this world, that you wouldn't believe? What if I told you what you dreamt was not really crazy? I've seen things worse.
You take the blue pill. You would.
I literally feel like a boy's character meeting a party for the first time.
we don't know. Well, I don't know your like details, do I, George?
No,
we haven't
no.
exchanged.
We know each other, but that's about it.
Yeah. So I sit back and I kind just look at you like, have you seen the things I've seen? And then without looking, I just take a picture of those two, like across the table. I just like snap a picture and I'm like,
I look at you and I see I've seen things. Maybe one day I'll tell you, but now. This is
so
more
has Henry
important.
experienced weird stuff as well?
I have seen the stuff they did in the basement. Oh, were you watching the last campaign much? There was a thing where we went to a house, a big like kind of spooky mansion kind of thing, but it's a big house. We went in there, went down to the basement, and found a man who had like his skin made of stone. We eventually killed him. We cut him in half to find out if there was anything weird, because there was a PI there who was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so we broke him in half and see what was going on. And it was just like, I being a crime scene photographer, I got called to that scene to take the picture.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be
weird.
This is
my
gonna be
like first experience of weird shit, and now I'm like, I've seen weird shit too.
I didn't see everyone die, which really upset me.
This is gonna be fun because
That's
at a certain
that's what
point,
happened
at a
to me.
certain
I was
point,
there, and it really upset me.
George will like pull out this story and start telling it to at least Henrik here. So that's gonna be fun to see how that happens. Anyway,
Yeah.
I look at Randall and at Ivy and I say, as I said, I've seen things. This isn't crazy. So I can help you with this. Well, there's two things that we need to decide here. One, you tell us everything, every single detail. And two, we need to get paid.
My head
First of
snaps
all,
back around to look at them when he says paid. I'm like, oh.
I kind of like. I still kind of think we are crazy. So I
mean, I don't know how you'd react to this, but literally there's a guy with a gigantic like weapon on his back in a trench coat just sitting at you like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to think you're a weird conspiracy theorist, kind of, because I think I'm starting to think that we are crazy. I'm not thinking.
Like, we just talked it all out, and
like,
it's reinforcing the crazy a little bit.
And we're not religious, so we're not thinking it's some sort of like Catholic demon. Like, I'm not thinking that it's particularly anything. I'm thinking it's weird. I'm not thinking it's a ghost. It's like a weird occult thing. So like, I'm now just kind of thinking George is a bit crazy, conspiracy theorist kind of dude, that we are crazy, because all we want is for them to find the name,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
We're not like, wanting them to come in and be like, this is what's wrong with you. Cthulhu's under this.
Yeah, but at the same time, your crew came from a vision. So George is thinking that whatever is happening is something that's calling to you. There's something happening to you.
Yeah.
And there's
Well,
a
George
reason
is
you're
bang
given
on.
this name. Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
the thing. So like, George
But
is
that
dead.
doesn't
Oh,
make
yeah.
us believe
Think
it.
you're
Oh
less
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
You just think he's more crazy.
I mean, we could be crazy.
Well, look at
never
you,
know. Joakim
so-
might actually just make out like at the end, like, no,
That
just them two
name-
crazy.
That'd be fucking excellent. None of that ever happened. They were just batshit crazy.
So like, I mean, I guess I'm already kind of sullen. I already feel like we've done a weird thing. Just be like, I'm still not going to tell him that we saw anything weird.
No,
I
no.
don't
Put it
know.
like this. The name that you told me, most likely gonna find it soon, some reference to it. Either in the library or at the police. I have a lot of contacts there that can help us. Anyway.
Yeah, like I sort of looked around, and I go to the library fairly frequently. I have a friend there, who possibly recently died.
What's her name, Abigail?
Did we? Because it's never going to happen now. But did we? Was that going to be a canon thing, Joakim? That when I go to the library, it was Fuzzy's library, and I kind of
Yeah, that could also be a thing.
because that was the thing when we made the characters. Because I go to the library a lot, and I was going to meet Abigail, I think.
Yeah.
No.
Or like
Yeah,
I
but
would
you-
have known
you
her if she
still-
showed up in this story today. Like I
No,
would have
no,
been like,
she's
oh,
dead.
hey.
She's
But
dead.
yeah, she's dead, so it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
this is the perfect time for you to be like my friend Abigail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
But no, I won't. I'll just be like, I had like a friend who like would help me with stuff, and like we looked into stuff before. I've looked into stuff recently, and I can't find a lot. But like again, I also don't know what I'm doing. So, and you do. So for now,
Put it like this.
How about this? You
I'll-
have a name. We have nothing more for you than that we have this dream. If we give you the name, we give you some money, will you go and see what you can find out, and we'll just like, is that fair enough?
No money yet. I'm just simply agreeing on a price. I won't be paid until I have at least something for you. I'll bring you some information on the name, and then you can bring me some money for the trouble. But I think that
Ivy looks at Randall and goes like, "Sounds good."
Yeah, like
I'd scoff at George, and I'm like, if I'm gonna do work, I'm gonna get paid.
yeah.
How about
After
I don't know about this guy.
How about we set a rate? We give you half of it now, and if you find anything, have the other half.
Deal.
I guess that's like payment for the work.
I nod my hand and I
then payment for
extend.
complete
No, I'm a guy from the south, so I spit in my hand and I extend it to.
I visibly
Shake your
grimace
hand.
when you do it. Like I actively judge you when you do that.
I'm just like, we'll call it a verbal contract, and then I'll go. I'll head off to go and get like some money. While I'll be like, right, I'm gonna go get some money, and I'll look at Ivy as if like find a price, or I'll just be like, yeah, you can discuss a price with my sister. I'll go and grab some cash. How
Okay.
about that?
Okay.
Okay, sister,
I
I
have no idea
say, if we find whoever this person is, and information about your mother, $50 total, 25 now, 25 at the end.
Can we afford that? I don't understand how our money works.
We have stake in a business. I'm sure we can afford it.
Yeah, as I said before, your father will probably pay for that.
But you just take it until.
Is it the credit rating thing?
Yeah.
Is that how much money we have?
The crediting rating decides what type of money you have and what your
Yeah.
spending level is.
But as I said, your father would probably pay for that just to like.
We've just said
Yeah.
that it's a thing. We've told him.
Yeah.
We've discussed.
If we
it.
get anything more,
Just so you can get your shit
the-
together and get back to work sooner.
I'll come back with the money, and like I guess you would have told me how much it is. I'll like.
Yeah, 25 now, 50.
If we find anything more, like your mother's location, if she is still alive or dead, her body, where she was buried.
Well, we know where she was buried. Well, we know
No, we
where her
don't.
grave.
We know where her grave is,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
she
you're-
vanished.
There was no body though.
There was nobody. If we find her body or where she was actually buried, I think we can talk extras then. But everything
If
is
you
not
find
included.
anything that is like worthy of taking to the police, then we'll just go to the police with it. But like the police have investigated as much as they can. It's just that we now have this name that we can't take to the police because we can't show up at the police and be like,
That's
we
why
dreamed
people.
a name.
That's why people contact us.
Yeah, but if you find any hard like evidence, then yeah, like bring it to us, take it to the police as well. But yeah, we like just if you can find out anything on this Henry Adler guy, and if it does in any way link, then just
I can
bring it
like
back.
as he's speaking, kind of just turn towards Henrik and I say, I'm gonna go to my police contacts. I'm gonna search for something there. Do you want to hit up the library?
I'm also going to be going to the police. Like I'm a crime scene photographer.
Yeah, but I
have a
mean,
better connection with the cops than you do.
Oh, but
they don't like you too much, buddy. Remember that.
we literally not Staten Island. Staten Island police does not like me, but the police here likes me. I had interaction with them. I literally have a contact, a guy that's another detective. Joakim, what's the guy that Witch, Mr. Witch. Joakim?
Joakim's frozen. He's gone. He's in.
He's dead
Oh,
again.
yeah. So we had this
Cthulhu got
interaction.
him.
I had this interaction with a guy in the police. A guy that I helped with to get some. I basically got some real high profile and jobs done for him, so that he would get a promotion. And now he's pretty high up in the police ranks, and he's basically my contact.
Were Lake and Slaughter from Staten, or were they from
Staten.
mainland?
Yeah, they're both
They're
of
from
them for
Staten,
Staten.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I guess that's where I live then.
What's the deal with the Lake and Slaughter guys? Were they actually?
Lake and Slaughter were. So what happened was the whole house thing we talked about before. As we were doing that for a client, essentially, someone who was like, "I want you to go and check this house out for me."
Yeah.
And when we went back to him, he was really scared of us because Clarence, the PI, had gone fucking crazy on him before we left and tried like threatened him with a gun and stuff like that. And he was like, "Just don't come in. Just go away. Just fuck off. I don't care. Just leave. Just go away." And the last thing I did was I was a mobster. I was an actor who was a mobster, but so I had connections with the mob, and I put my business card under the door and was like, if you need any, cleaning services, let me know. And we left. Lake and Slaughter got this card as a tie to the shit that had happened in the house, all these dead bodies and everything like that. They obviously went to the guy who owned it. He was like, here's the guy's business card, and they were investigating Jack before he died. So they might have seen something to do with the rest of the group. It's not confirmed 100%.
I don't even know how you're ever just going to find anything out about Herman Adler.
Well, the idea is that if the name exists, we're either going to find everybody's the wrong person. Yes.
One thing that we wouldn't have.
Police records where I would have like almost complete access to.
Yeah, so I'll have Staten and you'll have Mainland. That's actually really strong.
Yeah, that's really strong. And
if it's there.
I still have my connection with the mob, so I can go into the big library that Abigail used to be at.
Fair enough.
So I mean, we have a pretty good chance of finding who the fuck this guy is.
I'm really curious about like how all the connections are going to come out.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like me being investigating the house, and then Lake and Slaughter, and then the whole thing with the mother. And...
I'm waiting for you, Henrik, and me to stay at a beer and just talk about the shit we've seen, and I tell you the story of literally what happened in that house, and
I tell you nothing about what I know.
Yeah, exactly. You told me nothing, and you just in your mind you think, oh fuck, that's so he was there. So exactly, that's gonna be fun.
I like the idea that this entire campaign revolves around the disappearance of our mother right now.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be better that way, to have the guests be the people who like kind of run the show, sort of thing. Like they are the story, because otherwise there's gonna be one main character from the three, and that's not really to do it.
And also you have to keep relying on that one main character's backstory too.
And I love the fact that George is still here. Like I don't know what I really like with George. Even if he's this like one-sided type of character, I like that he's the only one who survived.
He's not the only one.
Well, yeah, another guest, but I mean like from the core group, like me, you, and Fuzzy, yeah.
Fuzzy,
who survived? Did your boy survive? Or was it
No. Your boy and Poultry were cut open and
had our heads removed.
Had
our organs put into electrified jars.
Oh my god.
Fucked on. So what happened with like the end of the last one? There was a party in Harlem, and we knew there was these cultists who all had like these key tattoos, and so we infiltrated this party and we're like, hey, we want to like join the cult. Like we weren't that blatant with it. We were like, hey, what's going on upstairs? And eventually these stoners we were hanging out with were like, oh, we can take you upstairs, man. We can show you everything. So we go upstairs. They give us these like fluorescent drugs, because we were like, Yabo's character Clarence was too like in depth. Like he had to know what was going on, because he was super into that kind of stuff, and I was too scared to back out. So we just kept on going, and eventually like took these drugs, went fucking batshit, or we were potentially going to batshit when we woke up. But the group, if the caveat was the group had to come and get us during the day, and they would have saved us, and we would have had whatever else happened from there. They came at night, and so they found us cut up and just.
Oh man.
Yeah, and the fact is, the whole campaign we kind of went backwards a bit about it, and all of the clues we thought were about later events, were actually for earlier events. So that's why it was kind of a bit fucked. Like, for example, there was this knife that we wanted to get, and we really thought it would help us, but it didn't actually do much.
Okay, I think Joakim is back.
Yep.
I'm drop
back.
again.
Yeah.
He was on his phone for a little minute.
Okay, I was just talking about literally what happened last campaign and the connections, like George and the house and Henrik and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't actually know when you dropped out, Joakim.
So me and I was looking at you, Joakim, I was talking about Rich, my connection in the main island police. You remember the guy?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why I'm going to talk, and
I mean, we're at the point where these two are going to go and speak to them.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you guys are talking to us, and I kind of turn around towards Henrik, and I'm gonna hit up the police here. You go hit your connections. We'll meet here in like 1-2 days with what we have.
Yep, sounds good to me. Let's go do the thing.
And we also agreed on a price. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, you gave us 25.
Oh yeah, I heard that. We got dropped when you talked about going to the library and the police.
Oh yeah, so it was just
So
after that, they just said, okay, we're gonna go and speak to the police. Their contacts.
So
I realized, like, I basically got really good connections with the Staten Island and George has really good connections to the mainland. So
Did you leave, or were you?
Yeah, we're leaving. Like, I'm raising up from my chair. I'm going.
All right. Well,
Who's
I offer
as
you both a muffin as you leave.
I'll take it.
I take a muffin and shake your hand. I'm much more like interested.
I shake your hand, but I don't shake George's because he's fat in it.
No,
I'm a baker, man. I don't spit in stuff.
I put a hand. I put a hand on.
Covered muffins.
I put a hand on your shoulder and I say, "We'll see you here in 2 days."
No problem. I offer you a muffin.
I take it.
I take a picture of the muffin and then I go.
You take a picture as he offers me a muffin. It's like,
that picture will develop to show you Muffin Cthulhu.
No.
or
these pictures will be like...
maybe it would develop with the mother in the background somewhere staring at
I
us.
fully expect that. I fully expect that at some point.
I'm gonna have weird dreams tonight. IRL.
Okay, so
when you said like you saw her in crowds and stuff, the first thing that popped into my head was you being like, Cthulhu's in the background. I was like, it's the mum. The mum's in the background.
It's gonna be the mum. Like, be there, man.
So
don't develop them. Just no matter what happens, Poultry, please. Just for some reason, don't ever develop a photo during.
Guess what? The first thing I'm doing tonight.
I can't handle it. Okay,
so
we
Joakim,
we lock up the store and we settle down for the night. Basically, and we'll leave it to those two.
My plan is go to the police first, and then I'm gonna go to the library where the stacks were. I'm guessing like Abigail already has a replacement of some sorts.
Yeah,
and I already have, I still have my connections with the mob, so I'm gonna try and then hit that place up as well.
What time was it? We were at the bakery.
It was more. No, it was
when we closed,
evening.
so it'd be like what?
But you closed up early.
5, 6.
Yeah, I closed early.
But we agreed to meet when we closed.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
So it would have been like normal closing time, a little bit after for us to.
So in that case, the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my place and develop those pictures from today, and then tomorrow I'll go to the police.
Then I think I'm gonna go to the library because the police is definitely not, the guy's never not gonna be there. So I'm guessing at least the librarian is gonna be there, and I can spend the night at the stacks as I've done before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna check out any reference to this Adler guy, the Greenwalds, any information about the Greenwalds, and that's about it.
So you're in the library for this?
Yes, I'm going to the library. I'm gonna get the help of the librarian, Herman Adler, the Greenwalds, and especially the mother's disappearance story.
Can you roll? Let's do library first then, or?
Yeah, library first because it's night. I can't go to the police yet.
Okay.
It's way too night for the police.
Let's see.
Library use bond.
I don't have libraries. That's why I'm trying to basically just put somebody to do it for me. Like I'm talking to I'm talking to the librarian, so she does it for me.
Of course. Yeah, this is super easy to find anyway. I'm just gonna find a name for this thing.
I tried to understand what you just said, but it was way too low.
Okay, so you go to the library and look for anything related to Herman Adler, and you actually find something related to Herman Adler. You find a book.
Oh my god.
That's he has written.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
How did we miss that?
How did I miss that?
Because this is like a underground library of some sorts.
Like.
Did I just miss it through coincidence?
No, but
yeah, I guess.
Okay, so what does the book say? What's the title on the book?
I wasn't looking through an author. I was looking. For stuff about and like did they have those things where you just look through old newspapers back then?
Yeah, I guess
I don't even know what they are. I only ever see them in like American movies, but like
we talked about them last time.
Yes, we did. No, you said it did.
We did. We do have them.
Yeah, we do have them.
Just started becoming a public thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What are they saying? Microfilms?
The thing.
It's microfilm or microfish. I can't remember which one is which.
It's neither of those.
Is it not either of those?
No, I can't remember what it's called.
Because the microfish is like a little fish, right? Is it right? I don't know.
The reason you missed it was probably like the librarian you asked didn't know about this book. It's like a special section of the library or something like that.
That's fair enough.
And Fuzzy's character Abigail just spent too much time in romance novels, and she just didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the title of the book?
the witch cult in Western Europe.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Yay!
Side thing, we're both right. It's microfilm or microfish.
Microfish, yeah.
It's both.
I literally just looked it up as well. I was like, I used to be a printer years and years and years ago as a child. Like one of my first jobs was like doing printing, and although I never had any interaction with microfish, it was a thing that all the old printers would talk about.
Right.
And it's the only reason I have any frame of reference for what that was.
I've totally used a machine like that before. So
But yeah, it's like they put them on those things, and it's to
You
store
said
just
scroll through
tons and tons and tons
Yeah.
of pictures, but in a small way or whatever. Like old
So-
school before we had computers.
So I found this book about this guy, by this guy. Now, is there anything else that I can find on the Greenwalds, and especially in the Mother's Disappearance, like a newspaper article or anything else on this guy, maybe?
What book did you find?
I found a book on the witch cults in Western Europe.
And it was just that one book by him in the whole library.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fairly recent, like last year. And it's like there's a bit about the author in the book. Last Herman Adler, occult expert. Like he researches.
Okay. What's the date on the book?
4 days and stuff.
Like when has the book been written? And in the information
Last
about the
year.
author. Ooh.
It's new.
It's new.
Yep.
Good.
Is that where he lives? They always
So-
say where they live. No?
What's the
No, it
information?
doesn't say where it lives, but it's like there's a publisher.
Cool.
you-
That's
contact.
yeah. I go at the librarian. Where's this publishing format?
She will tell you like an address in Midtown Manhattan.
Okay, so I'm gonna write this down.
Was it just cults in Western Europe?
Yes,
The witch
the witch
cult.
cult.
The witch cults.
Singular,
shit.
witch cult.
Oh, thing.
Okay, so I mean, if you from the thing I'm getting from you, there's nothing else of interest here
From the library or
from the library.
book, or-
From the library.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the night. I'm gonna sleep a 6 or 7 hours, something like that. But I'm gonna spend at least about 3 or 4 hours in the stacks reading the book.
Okay. What's Henry doing? I was about to call you Yak, but no, he's not.
I miss him too, Joakim.
Yeah.
Okay, so firstly the pictures from today. Getting those done.
Yeah. You just develop them as usual.
How long do they take to
I have
develop
no clue.
in 19? Go, chat, go.
Also, don't know. Good chat, I believe in you.
I don't think that's super important. Couple of hours or something.
yeah,
I don't
it
know.
takes
I have no clue.
It might take like longer though. I don't know. The process, I know the process normally takes a couple of hours, right? So it wouldn't have been different then, surely. It's not like they had different, it's not like photos are now a different thing. Oh wait, they are. They're digital. But
Yeah, apart from that.
like, yeah, like old school photos would have been the same. So I suppose.
I don't think it really matters though.
Right.
Like,
Why? Because they don't develop.
that's. I mean,
No matter what you
like,
do, it's
we can just say, "Oh, it takes a couple of hours." I don't think we have to have the exact time of.
Sure, we can just make it up if we want to. Our
It
special
depends, like,
chemistry.
you never know though, because it could be like in like 2 weeks towards the end of the campaign or something, they finally develop, and there it was. Oh, Henry Adler was there, the Invisible Man, or whatever it turns out to be.
Dun.
I'm scared. I'm more scared than anything else of the photos. I don't know why, because we've like built it up to be this thing. That's the thing that's scaring me the most right now.
Maybe.
I don't know why either. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, there's nothing special about the photos.
I
Yet.
feel scared, man.
Yet. Okay, so I don't know how long it takes. We'll say a couple hours. One of the things that Henry has is like a secret dark room. He has like his like standard setup in like the main room in his apartment. There's also like a fake wall where he has like all the weird shit that he takes photos of.
It's got a secret side one.
Yeah, all the stuff that he's like taken, that he's caused and taken photos of. He's like, I don't want anyone to see about that. So he's got like in his main room, he has this normal shit like trees and birthday parties, and in his back one he has like death and pain. And in there are all of his dad's photos that he took from before. including a copy of the mother's report stuff. So I've got all those kind of strung out, and I'm checking all those and seeing if there's anything interesting, weird, whatever from those. I don't know if I see anything, but I have them out, and I'm kind of like I know her room really well just from seeing those pictures. I know where everything was, where everything may well still be. I'm just gonna get really like maybe far too immersed in what might have happened with coming up with absolutely nothing, but just being like, wow, like there's a story here and we're gonna get involved in it. Wow. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
I don't do anything useful unless that gives me anything. I don't do anything useful.
No, it doesn't. So next morning then, and you're going to read the book, and the twins are going to roll 1d4.
Oh damn.
Oh.
So I think the date is somewhat important. I'm just gonna continue on writing the dates down.
I didn't think I didn't write the date down.
The 11th. It's the 11th, and it's now Saturday.
I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah. It was Friday the 10th of June.
Now it's Saturday, the 11th of June.
I rolled a 2.
That's maybe a good thing. Who knows?
Yep, you roll a 2, and Brad.
I don't
I have
know.
to do it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's us. Oh, sorry. I thought it was. You said it was 1d4. I thought it was.
We know that
Thank you
3.
for reading the book.
You know that 3 is bad.
A horrific vision.
Guess you got a 3.
Well, I know I'm losing sanity, so.
See, I think it might be about like a matrix thing. It's like how what you both get is going to matter. Like if it adds up to 6, it gives you that. If it adds up to 5, it gives you something.
I like your theory.
I don't know if that means it's true.
If it even was that cool. Yeah, so the first thing is gonna happen, you're reading the book, right, George?
He was.
Oh yes, I was.
Yeah. So let's see what you find out. So in 3 hours you like just basically skim through it, or read as fast as you can, I guess, because it's a pretty thick thing.
Yes and no. The two things that I'm gonna be doing for it, besides reading the offer, like all the information of the offer and the publishing firm, I'm gonna try and see if the book itself has any hidden message in it.
Okay.
So like spot
what,
hidden, like literally. I'm gonna try and see if the titles themselves, the first letters in the titles, form a word, or if changing around the letters in the titles, it forms something. Maybe each word on the first chapter of each.
Oh my god!
Like,
yes. What is an anagram of Herman Adler?
Like literally, that's what I'm doing.
Is that not?
So in 3 hours, you're going to read the whole book and.
No. I'm spending like. I'll put it like this. That's what you guys ended up sharp at like 8 p.m. something like that.
There is actually a skill for what you're trying to do.
What?
It's called cryptography.
Oh fuck!
And it's not even like.
It's not even mentioned.
It's not even here.
No, it's probably science, cryptography, or something like that.
Can I then? This is idea that George has, even if he can't
Herman
do it.
Adler has several silent C's, U's, T's, H's, L's.
Yeah.
Can I get I'm actually gonna go to the librarian. I'm gonna say, where can I find this type of service?
You're going to take the book to a cryptologist or whatever they're called.
Yep.
Cryptographer.
Yeah.
Cryptologer.
Cryptozoologist.
Well, because
the parents is like
find
zebra
someone
stripes.
You can probably find someone at the university.
Columbia University.
What?
Columbia University.
Yeah, or any other.
My face goes white. like.
That's where we all died.
Oh, I totally forgot that thing. Does George read the newspaper?
Yes. George does read the newspaper. Why?
During the month that has gone by, you've seen an article. Let's find it.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
You're in trouble now.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
So,
Oh fuck.
so this this news repairing
Show it to me.
says.
Do you have a
I'm just
handout?
gonna read it. No, sorry. It's just a short thing. I just
Okay.
summarize the thing. Columbia College professor Baxter Lockhart, and it's a picture of Oliver Lynch, the guy you shot, has made great advances in the field of surgery. As experts think it might even grant him the Nobel Prize in medicine.
What was his name? Baxter Lockhart?
Yep.
I would be like, I got a surgical for an entry for him leaving the country. Or not being there anymore.
What do you say? Leaving the country?
Is he still there, right? Is he still a professor at Columbia University?
Yeah, it's totally.
Oh fuck, no. Henwick! Hey, Henwick! I am not.
Is that the guy you accidentally shot?
No, that's the boss guy that just looked at my veteran, like army veteran friend, did this, hocus pocus, and the guy turned into ash, and my friend just ash.
Yep.
In front of me, like literally in front of me.
Roll for it.
So,
Yeah.
Oh.
He was the one who led the cult, or still leads the cult potentially, and did like child sacrifices and crazy shit.
Yeah.
But is like a doctor, like knows his shit, so knows how to do like.
And he's
complex-
beyond powerful.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We got when we were trying to infiltrate the cult, we got told by the stoner dudes. They were like, he does shit that like you wouldn't believe. Like it's
Like
insane.
I literally dented him. Like I hurt him, but I needed like 20 or so meat shields to actually kill him. Like I needed a whole small army of people in front of me so I can shoot. I can shoot him from the
Oh,
behind.
wow. So you have like an arch enemy.
No, I don't have that's not an arch enemy. When you have an enemy, it's implied that he's at equal level. This is George. This is the guy.
Oh, so you have a
He's like a
person.
human raid boss.
Oh, yeah. So you have a person that you've encountered and never want to encounter again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
I-
all the Herman Adler anagrams that are coming up in chat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Harold Niemer.
Harumlander.
We know harmed.
I mean, you say names, so like
Mayor Handler.
Remlander. That's what
Horror Blander. Yeah.
Mayor Handler scares me a lot.
I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna say.
Doesn't Adler have 2 D's?
Take out
We don't
$3.
know.
No, you don't know.
I'm gonna
no.
take. I'm gonna
Yes,
take
we
out
do.
$3.
We know what Adler is spelled.
You
Not
can spell,
necessarily.
you don't know how to spell it right now, do you?
That's true.
George
He knows
knows.
an H in there.
But
knows how to spell.
yeah, exactly. It's
There's a silent Cthulhu between the R's.
It's a silent Cthulhu.
Herclu.
Cthulhu Harimlander. That's his full name. Mr. Anal Nerd He.
Oh no! Why did I ever mention it?
So I'm gonna take out $3. I'm gonna offer the librarian the money to go get this book to a cryptologist.
okay.
Cthulhu's Helman Rear.
What?
That's what the Hellman rear.
Left your channel.
Oh, god damn it.
So
Does George think that it is like? Does he instantly think it's an occult thing?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, like
the book is called
100%.
The Witch Cults of Western
Like
Europe.
when I see this
So
thing,
like
is,
from our discussion about us saying like, oh, we're having these crazy dreams and we're hearing stuff and that we're having these in sync.
So
same
put it like this,
dreams,
put it like
George
this.
was instantly like Baxter, Dr. Lockhart Baxter or whatever his name
so
was.
George's mind right now is like this. Something's bad happening to them. It's going worse. This guy just wrote a book. He's into witches. George's intuition says it's this guy. He's doing something to them. There's another idea in the back of his head. Their mother is reaching out to them, but that doesn't really. It's
So
more
you
of this
think,
guy is fucking with them.
So you think Herman is
I think Herman is fucking with them. Yes.
Okay. Oh, you think Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think
You
ritually he's
yeah.
fucking with you, like spells and shit.
The librarian could probably try to help you with finding, like.
I will
checking.
give her the $3, put a book there, and say if you think and you need more, you tell me after the job's done.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So.
Do you want to take a small break now and come back with the last segment?
Yep. Let's do
Okay.
that.
Instantly come back with sanity loss for the twins, basically.
Exactly.
That's what you're
So
saying.
we're coming right back up in about 3-5 minutes with the last segment of this at Tentacles this week. See you guys soon.
I'm scared.